Hey guys, it's yours truly. It is February the 10th, 2025, and this is how to add DCC to your DC Rapido locomotive. So it's pretty straightforward and easy to do. All you basically need is a Rapido locomotive and your choice of decoder. I technically am leaning more towards Tsunami 2 now because some of the Rapido engines I bought with Sound and DCC have had issues with the ESU decoders. So now I'm just putting Tsunami 2 decoders in them. So I buy the DC version and then I convert them to DCC and Sound. And the cool thing about these Rapido engines is they come sound ready, so they already have speakers installed, so you don't have to do anything like that. So this is one of the new Rapido M420s. This is Providence and Worcester number 2003. In the as delivered P and W paint scheme. It has the Alco AAR Type B trucks and some other cool features like the unique headlight arrangement. So basically what you have to do to get this shell off is you have to lift the back here, which is really easy to do, but then I don't know where my tweezers are. Oh, here they are. Then what you have to do is you have to take the railings off. And you have to do that. So you have to pop the bottom one off here and detach the one from the cab here because the long hood and the battery boxes are all one piece. And I'm trying to do this with one hand. And one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to break these. This one is actually, for whatever reason, really glued on. That's going to be a problem. That is actually glued on, which it's not supposed to be. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I was able to get this popped off. Then what you have to do, and it's kind of a little tricky, you have to take the cab and you can either angle it. Let me see, there might be another way to do this. Usually with my other one, it's a lot easier to do this. But you have to take the cab and pop the cab off its tabs here in order to get this hood out, and I'll show you guys that in a second. I can't do that one-handed. Okay, so before you take the long hood off, you have to remove the brass steps. Okay? Once you remove the brass steps here, then this whole hood just comes off. I had to be extra careful because I didn't want to break any of the tabs on the cab here. Now this is what the DCC ready version looks like. These are the speakers right here. Now some of these, like on my RSC 14 that I have a Tsunami 2 decoder in it. The speakers in that one are not that good. It's too quiet. Even with the volume all the way up, it's still too quiet. But with my other M420, it's super, super loud, which is great. So this is your dummy plug right here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this dummy plug out and replace it with the Tsunami 2 decoder. So don't try to do this with one hand if you don't have to. And I'm not going to try it with one hand. I'm actually going to do this off camera because one thing you do not want to do is you don't want to break these pins in here. There's 21 pins. So this is a 21 pin board. You do not want to break or bend any of these because if you do, you're in a whole world of trouble. So I'm going to do this the right way and I will be right back. Okay, once the dummy board is loose, you can take your finger, but I'm going to use my tweezers, and you just pop it off. So that's what the 21 pins look like without anything on them. Then what you do is you get your new decoder, and let me just get it out the bag here. Oh, I gotta cut it out. Give me a second. Okay, so now I have the Tsunami 2 decoder in my hand, and basically what you have to do is you have to match the pins up with the decoder. Now, this only goes on one way, just to let you guys know. It goes on one way only. So, if you're trying to force it on, it pretty much means you have it on the wrong way. Now, this is how it's supposed to sit. So, now that I have it on here, I can just put the decoder on, which is what I did, and pretty much I just converted this to sound in DCC. Now I'm going to take this to the test track, and then you just make sure the decoder is nice and tight on the board. And yeah, now I'm going to take this on the test track, and we're going to fire this up for the first time. And you're going to hear it without the hood on, and you're going to hear it with the hood on. Now, when I put the hood back on, obviously I'm going to tweak the sounds on it because it has a K3LA, and I think the default horn for this is K5LA, but we'll see of that in a second. Now the prime mover that I have set on here, well, the default prime mover is the 539T, which is not accurate. So let me switch it to the correct one. Give me 1 second, okay? But let's test it out real quick. So I wanted to make one correction on some information that I said. The default horn on this is the K3LA, not the K5LA. So I just switched the horn to the K3L, which is appropriate. I need to tweak with the bell because I don't think the bell is the right one. Let me just check that. Alright, let me tweak with the bell and I'll be right back. Okay, I did some tweaking. I don't know if the bell is right, but for this video, we'll just leave it right now, but I got the horn at least. And then the headlights. Well, it works, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the shell back on, and you guys are going to hear how much louder it is with the shell on. Okay? So be right back. Okay, guys, I got the shell back on, And the prime mover that I have is the 251C V12 Century series. It's not the 251C V12 SC, which is the supercharged version. So this is the turbo. So here we go. So that's pretty much how to convert your DC Rapido to DCC and sound. The same process works with pretty much any sound ready locomotive, whether it's Atlas, Athearn, Kato, that have like a DCC ready board, either the 21 pin or the 8 pin plug. Of course, depending on how old it is, it may not be sound ready, like it may not have speakers already installed, so that's like an extra step there. But a lot of these newer locomotives that are coming out today are sound ready, meaning they already have the speakers installed. All you need to do is just put the decoder in. So I hope this helped you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon. Later.